Hello, friends. Welcome to the Mind Gym. It's a daily quiz about the daily trivia, the everyday's trivia, and the incident which have happened today. And today is December 2nd. Let us begin our daily quiz. Rules of the game are very simple. You will see the question. After that, you will get 60 seconds to respond. And therefore, let's go to the first question. In the year 1016, which foreign king claimed the English throne after the death of Edmund, who is also known as Ironside? And the time starts now. So I don't see any answer, so let me give you the answer. It is the Knut or Canute. He was the king of Denmark who actually wanted to become the king of England as well. So this is a little unknown trivia which we should know. Let's move to the next question. In the year 1640, Portugal regains independence after 60 years of struggle for independence from which country? And the time starts now. Believe it or not, the country of Portugal also struggled for independence way back in 1640 against which country? Which was the occupier of this Portugal as a nation? Let's find out. It is a Spain, and the royalty of Portugal basically organized a rebellion, and then they win over their independence after the gap of 60 years. Let's move to the next question. In the year 1678, people belonging to which religion are banned from English Parliament since that day? And the time starts now. So, friends, the English Parliament has banned certain people who belong to certain faith, and till date they are banned. And I stopped the clock because I got an answer from Edify Learning. Edify Learning says Catholic. So let's find out if this answer is correct. Absolutely correct. The English Parliament bans the people with religion understanding of Roman Catholic, and they are banned in the English Parliament. Can you imagine what hypocrisy is this? But nevertheless, Edify Learning, your answer is absolutely right. Let's move to the next question. In the year 1903, what was the name of the first Western film? You know, Western films are the films which depicts the early expansion of United States into the Western side, and that is why they are known as Western. And then they show the gunslinger, cowboys, those kind of movies. These are called Western films. In 1903, what was the name of the first Western film? Time starts now. So friends, the first Western films, the action-packed Western films with like Clint Eastwood and Fistful of Dollars, those kind of movies. Which was the first one? Let's find out. The name of the movie is The Great Train Robbery, starring Justin D. Barnes and G.M. Anderson. And The Great Train Robbery is classified as the world's first Western movie, and therefore we can also call it Western classic. Let's move to the next one. In the year 1913, where or which city, the first drive-in gasoline station was established? First drive-in gasoline, which we see today normal as a normal thing. The gasolines are always drive-in, but in 1913 there was first gasoline pump station that came up. Which was this place? Time starts now. Friends, the first drive-in pump station came up in which city? And I see a response from the audience. Chandrasen, welcome Chandrasen. Chandrasen says Pittsburgh in Pennsylvania. Let's see if your answer is correct, Chandrasen. Absolutely right, Chandrasen. It is the Pittsburgh in the Pennsylvania state which saw the first drive-in petrol station. Alright, let's move to the next one. In the year 1919, who was sworn in as the first female member of the British Parliament? And the time starts now. In the year 1919, the British people saw a woman being elected or being put as a part of the parliament for the very first time. Who was this person? Let's find out. The name of this person who was elected to the British Parliament was Lady Nancy Astor. Lady Nancy Astor became the first woman to go into Parliament of UK, and therefore it's a historic name. We must remember this. Let's go to the next question. In the year 1955, who was arrested for refusing to move to the back seat of the bus and give her seat to a white passenger in Montgomery, Alabama? What was the name of this person? Time starts now. Well, as the question also indirectly suggests that this person must be a black woman, and we know that the black revolution uprising happened because of this intercity buses and seat allocation, where subsequent to the revolution, the black population said that they will start walking towards the work and not take the buses. And believe it or not, the bus economy, the bus company economy was actually dependent on the black commuters, and therefore they suffered major loss because of this black right movement in 1950s and 60s. However, let's find the answer to this question. The name of the person is Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was asked to get up and vacate her seat and go to the back because there was a white person that needs a seat in the front, and for some reason, maybe because it's more comfortable to sit in the front than back, and Rosa Parks refused, and because of that she was arrested. This become a big issue, and that created a big revolution among the black population of United States. Let's move to the next one. In 1963, what area becomes the state of Indian Union? A new area joins India and becomes a state in 1963. What was the name of this new state? So India is a socialist federal republic. These are all three technical terms. That means the states can be sworn in under the Constitution of India, and then they can become a state in the country. So that is the federalism. And therefore in 1963, a new state joined the Indian Union, became a separate state as part of the Union. I see an answer from Edified Learning. Edified Learning says Nagaland. Let's see if your answer is correct, Edify Learning. Absolutely right. In 1963, Nagaland became one of the states as part of Indian Union. Let's move on. In 1986, who is the first tennis player to become over a 10 million in career earning, to basically achieve that status of becoming a millionaire, and that too 10 million? The first tennis player in the world in the year 1986. Time starts now. Well, I see a response from Learning, and Edified Learning says Navratulova. Let's find out. However, let me explain a little bit more about this question. You see, back in the days, the tennis was a pure sport, and nobody really cared about the money involved, advertising, sponsorship, etc. However, among the players getting sponsored and also winning the title money, eventually one star reached the level of earning 10 million, the first one in 1986. That's when the sports really got commercialized, and tennis, lawn tennis, became such a big business across the world. And this star, let me see if Edified Learning's answer is correct. It is the Ivan Lendl. Ivan Lendl is the answer, Edified Learning. Unfortunately, your answer is not correct. Ivan Learning, in fact, when I was a kid, I was fan of Ivan Lendl. Ivan Lendl tried very hard to win the Wimbledon, and he never win the Wimbledon. Otherwise, he was champion in all other 3 other circuits except the Wimbledon, and he wanted to win the Wimbledon at least once in lifetime, but he failed. His last attempt, where he had a lot of hopes, these hopes were shattered by Boris Becker, and then that ended the career of Ivan Lendl, the only player who never win a Wimbledon, even though he was such a rich superstar. Let's move to the next one. In the year 1988, who is the first female leader of a Muslim country, any Muslim country ruled by a female leader? 1988, this person became the leader of a Muslim country. What was her name? Well, it is quite surprising that a woman can rule a Muslim nation, a Muslim country, not the Sultanate, because there are several examples in antiquity where women rulers have come and ruled the Sultanate. Here we are talking about country in the modern nations. And Edified Learning says Benazir Bhutto. Looks like a right answer. Let me find out. Absolutely right, Edified Learning. Your answer is absolutely correct. It's the Benazir Bhutto. Benazir Bhutto of Pakistan. She was the first woman ruler of any Islamic country in the world. So friends, we have come to the end of our journey today to our daily trivia quiz. Do join me back tomorrow and we will continue our journey of improving our critical thinking together. Bye for now and have a nice weekend.